I'm gonna go in reverse order from what's on here, just because
Okay,
it's my flow. There's one called "The Plan" by Travis Scott. This is part of what Travis Scott is working on with Kid Cudi. Apparently, and I'm more looking forward to that project as it further goes, because I think Kid Cudi's one of those artists where when he collaborates with another artist,
I mean,
his most annoying parts can pare down. Yeah.
Kid See Ghost. Like
Kid See Ghost is a very good example.
Exactly. I really liked a few of those tracks in Kid See Ghosts. I don't like both artists usually by themselves, but Kid Cudi does really good work when he's aligned with somebody. His solo work is sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad, but he can get a little monotonous at times.
Yeah.
And Travis Scott is definitely shit.
Yeah, I agree with most of that. The Plan by Travis Scott, which is released for the Tenet film, which is the most it's like the blockbuster film that was supposed to come out in 2020. So it sucks because you can't have any blockbuster films in 2020. So that's all a separate disaster. But this song got released. It was ridiculous. I could barely listen to it. There's this one part in the middle where he does some like vocal change with his voice, and there are other songs and other genres that do that as well. But it just doesn't sound good. It doesn't sound gimmicky.
The auto-tune just gets crap.
The auto-tune. It's the fucking auto-tune.
It's bad. Like, you can make auto-tune really good. I mean, Daft Punk has done plenty of tracks that with auto-tune that are good. There's different trap artists that make auto-tune that is good. This one is just bad. And the way he's done it multiple times throughout his career just isn't good. And I said that in a couple of his tracks in his last albums and stuff too. So it's just not good.
Yeah, we have different opinions on like Astro World and more Travis.
Well, Astro World,
I like
Sicko Mode is an okay song because I like how it's broken up in a couple.
It's fair to say
things,
that I like Travis Scott more than you, to bare minimum, and like we can both find that this is like pretty garbage. Please do better, Travis Scott.
Really bad. Yes.
And the next thing, it's less of a single, which is why I didn't want to like lead with it. Yeah. But it is a song off of Nas's new LP, King's Disease. Nas releases albums about every single year, so he's already well proven himself in like rap. So us reviewing
Lost Tapes 1 is amazing.
Yeah, us reviewing his albums.
We did Lost Tapes 2 last year. I'm pretty sure.
That's correct. Yeah. Us reviewing his albums, every single one as it comes out, gives us like it takes away opportunities where we could review other interesting artists that are coming up and like have their time to shine. So maybe we'll have time to talk about King's Disease more in depth, but maybe we won't. It's just more basis on what we have to review, because it was a decent project. But the main thing I want to bring up, there's two songs mostly notable here. The one I'll bring up is All Bad featuring Anderson .Paak, which I think was pretty good. And in Nas's album, in this recent one, he kind of chose carefully, but he chose from some of the newer artists in rap to kind of compliment the fact that he is a little bit of an uncle rapper at this point. So you want to kind of balance that a little bit.
Exactly.
But it seemed pretty good. Anderson .Paak's sort of like jazzy funk smoothness fit into this song pretty well.
It, yeah.
And yeah, like I said, the overall project album is pretty good of King's Disease. There was one thing that made news, is that there's a song on here called Ultra Black featuring Hit Boy that features a Doja Cat diss. Because the whole idea of the song is like Nas kind of overextending his blackness. Like he's very black, like very militant black, like proud to be black, that kind of thing.
And then you going after alt-right Doja Cat.
Yeah, the diss towards Doja Cat, who has gotten a lot of flack for joining those like alt-right video forums and all that stuff. Yeah. There's always like this fine line between like, is Nas being a hotep by like challenging other people's blackness or not? Is Nas doing the whole Joe Biden, you ain't black thing? And I think this is a perfectly fine diss because Doja Cat did get caught
pretty
red-handed. Yeah, so it's pretty bad there, I think. And Doja Cat, she pretended as though like, oh, she made this joke like basically kind of comparing the song to like a Wiggles song, like the Australian kids band thing, which doesn't really have much of a connection and isn't really a good diss or a counterpoint anyways. Right. This is all over like an Instagram video. So Doja Cat not taking the diss really well, but like, you know what? The diss is deserved, it's fine, and we can all move on past this, and it's not that big of a deal.